Hey guys, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool. Today we are doing a theme build based around the 501st Legion, and it's going to be the first of many themed builds happening. We are doing another themed build on April 9th over at twitch.tv/Botanist Cool, where I'll be building about 16 pieces from the Battle of Coruscant, or the closest I could possibly get to them, which is going to be a lot of fun, so I highly recommend coming over and checking us out that day at twitch.tv/Botanist Cool, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyways, back to the 501st stuff. I'm really excited because I only had one 501st piece before a few days ago. When I opened up some packs, I got a little impatient. I just like ripped them open, seeing what I had. I had the 501st Clone Artillery cannon, which is the one piece that you saw on your screen that is already built and I've had for a while. The other ones I had actually was a clone ATTE from the 501st Legion and two 501st Legion's ATRT scouting units, which are really cool. You send out the scouting units first, the ATTE behind that, and you take the long distance with the artillery cannon. There's a lot of cool ways you could fluff it up when you play the game, or make a diorama of it or something like that, because these guys are just cool to look at in general. I'll make sure to show them all up close to the camera when I'm done, but yeah, they're they're really cool. If you guys don't know what the 501st Legion is, you know what they are. You might not know the name 501st, but you know who they are. Skywalker and Rex led the 501st Legion in the Clone Wars, and I believe for a little while Anakin actually went back to Coruscant and left them in control of Krell, I believe his name was. He was like this really big Jedi with 4 arms, and he used 2 gigantic double-sided lightsabers, and the 501st actually mutinied against him and took him down, which was absolutely radical. It was really cool. A great episode of the Clone Wars, or a great series of episodes, I don't remember, but the 501st is just a legion of badasses who who know what they want to do and absolutely go for it. In fact, the 501st Legion leader, Rex, was one of the clones that actually took out his inhibitor chip and did not listen to Order 66 in the way that many other clones did, and fought with Ahsoka to actually save her and fight for the Republic to the best of his ability. And he continued fighting for the Republic even over into the days of the Imperial, you know, the Empire, and fighting with the Rebellion. You can see that in the Star Wars Rebels series, which was really cool to watch, and I highly recommend, if you haven't watched Rebels, please go watch Rebels. A lot of people don't like it, but they are wrong. Rebels was a fantastic show, and is a fantastic show that I too hope they keep bringing more and more info from into the current canon, and telling us what the hell happened to Ezra Bridger and Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'd love to know that. But yeah, these guys are just overall badasses. I think you also played with them in Battlefront 2. If I recall correctly, Battlefront 2 for the Xbox, you played as members of the 501st Legion through the storyline. So you did see like when the 501st stormed the Jedi Temple, and it was quite heartbreaking to be playing as the 501st, taking down the younglings, essentially taking down the Jedi and destroying the Republic for what it was at the time. I know they were on a lot of famous battles, and I can't name them all. I mean, I'd have to go to like the Wikipedia or whatever it's called. Yeah, there's the Battle of Camino, the Battle of Felucia, the Battle of Umbara, and there was that time they actually almost got the inhibitor chip information out to the public and stopped the whole Empire takeover bit. They were really close, but they just did not cut out to it. I believe Fives was the guy. Yeah, CT5555, so they called him Fives. Fives like got hit on the head or something, or took some damage, and like the inhibitor chip broke, and he's like, oh my god, I now know all about Order 66. I gotta tell everybody what's happening. But he seemed paranoid. Everyone just hated him and were trying to take him in and trying to kill him, and obviously, like, you know, Sidious was trying to be like, no, you can't live anymore. That kind of deal. It was wild. There was a wild amount of time, and eventually after Order 66 they became the 501st Legion for the Empire, and I believe slowly they started phasing out the clones. I think Tarkin had a thing against clones, so they started phasing out the clones, bringing in more humans and other individuals into the 501st. And I do know that currently There is also a giant cosplay community known as the 501st Legion that you can interact with at a lot of different conventions. They are really cool, typically speaking. I have not met someone from the 501st Legion who is a bad person. I've only met them really at conventions, but they all seem really cool. They all seem really inclusive, and they all seem really kind to every Star Wars member, fan out there. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, transgender, or whatever. Like, they are really cool and inclusive to everyone from what I'm aware of, and that's really awesome. I really appreciate that, because I know there's a lot of gatekeeping in the Star Wars community, which is an unfortunate thing. But yeah, the 501st Legion, fantastic, inclusive group that I'm aware of, and I do hope they continue to stay that awesome, personally. But yeah, that's a little bit of the basics on the 501st, and I'll see if I can find anything really cool on this Wikipedia page. Oh wait, they were on the Tantive 4? Yo, let's go. They were on the Tantive 4. I did not know that. There's just a lot of cool things you can look up on them online, and I highly recommend doing so. And there's probably more things in Legends that I obviously can't list out because there's just so much of it. Oh my god, there's a lot of history of this group. There is a lot of history with this group, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that this group had a lot of history behind it, and continues to build that history in current canon. Especially when I bring things into current canon, I do really appreciate that, especially when it was in Legends or no longer considered canon from the original source material it was in. And there we have it, a small squad of 501st Legion soldiers, and I think I actually messed up these guys here, because I'm looking at them now, and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't look right. Yep, there we go, all fixed, nice and easy. This is so far my 501st Legion. It's not much, but you know what? I'm proud of them. The piece I punched up before, if you were curious, by the way, is actually the 104th Battalion, so we're not going to be making that today. That being said, here's the 501st, a ATTE, a artillery gun, and 2 scouts. So you could always mix these up with more things. Like, you could probably mix them up with the gunners we had before. And as a fun little note, guys, I actually have a few things to add to, I believe, the 38th Armored Division, which will be in the future. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun. Here are all the things close up. And don't forget to come April 9th to the stream. We're going to be doing the Battle of Coruscant, basically. Stay safe and stay Botanist Cool. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.